it's me, it's Chelsea. This is going to be my 2014 year in review kind of video, because obviously I didn't vlog very much in 2014. So, 2014 started okay, and then, February, January, they were fine. I didn't do very much. And then in March, long story short, I'm not going to get into it, I'm going to make a separate video on this topic, but I had a very small house fire. Long story short, a candle didn't get extinguished properly after a bath and started the cover that I was in on fire, which wasn't a very big fire. At the time when the smoke detector went off, I had thought it was the stove because I put on a kettle for tea. So when I went to the stove and it was obviously not on fire, I actually had the pot with me. And so I took that and found the fire and threw it on to the fire, and then so my parents were freaking out because they woke up and there was a ton of smoke everywhere. And they're like, oh my god, call 911, what do we do? I'm like, I've got this, guys. I jumped into the tub and started like splashing water on the flames, it actually really wasn't that bad. There was not much fire left after the pot of boiling hot water got put on it. And then the hellish nightmare that was insurance and restoration started. They deemed the bathroom a gut job. It was fully gutted, down to the studs of walls, and no plumbing on the main floor. Like, plumbing is in a bathroom. So that really sucked. Walking down the stairs. I got lots to go to exercise, though. Good times. Especially good times when one time I got like food poisoning or something, and all I was doing was throwing up. And because I no longer had a main floor bathroom, I was throwing up into buckets and then had to carry them down the stairs to throw them out. It was a lovely story. I'm sure you enjoyed it. At the very end of April, we finally got a tub installed. And that was the first thing that had been done since the room was gutted. And so I started off like, I'm like, okay, this is great, this is hopeful, this is good, it's okay, guys, it's like gonna get better from here. And then unfortunately on May the 3rd, my friend passed away in a car crash, and yeah, my entire life changed. Not changed, but I guess my perspective on life really, really changed. And I took it very, very hard, and have since struggled with dealing with grief and depression, but, it is what it is, and you eventually move on. Well, not really eventually move on, but you come to terms with it. So May was not so happy, and it was a very hard month. In June, it continued to be a bad month in a row. It seemed like I just kept having things happen in a row all the months. My dad fell down the stairs. He has a lot of medical issues, and he was trying to go to the bathroom, and he tripped and fell, so he actually ended up being in hospital for an entire month. But, good thing. In June, I went to an audition with my local theater group, and I got a part in the musical Sunset Boulevard. I played Sister Amnesia, and so this is kind of where things started to turn around. However, in July, the man that my dad had shared the hospital room with, he gotten quite close to him. He unfortunately passed away in July, but he was dying of cancer, so, on the plus side, his pain was over. So that was kind of a reassuring thought. And then August came, and that's kind of where the play really started to have rehearsals a lot. And so I actually got it really into goal setting in August. It was something I had started in May. Like, I think around the time of Austin's death. But I decided in August, I really, really decided to go hard and do goal setting. And then the fall came, and that's where things started to get better. I was doing weekly rehearsals for the play, anywhere from 2 to 4 rehearsals a week, ranging from 2 to 5 hours a rehearsal. By October, I was also doing voice lessons, 2 hours in between, yeah, the day after rehearsals, because rehearsals would usually be Monday and Wednesday, and I'd have lessons on a Thursday. So that was really good. And then November happened, and I was part of a modeling campaign for information campaign. I can't really talk too much about it, but like they wanted real people to put into the pictures to use in their brochures and whatnot. And I'll probably talk more about it when I can. I can't at this moment. And November happened, and it was my birthday. I got to perform the play, or the musical, on my birthday, and the entire cast sang to me, because it was one of our cast parties. And so it's pretty amazing when there's like 30 people singing happy birthday to you after a successful night performing. Nothing better. Best performance I'll probably ever have, and I'll never forget it. And then December came, had another audition for another play with another local community group, which I successfully achieved because I got a part. I'll get more into that later. And then, like I said, December was really difficult dealing with grief, but I made it through. And then the very end of December, my cousin passed away, but I managed to end 2014 on kind of a happy note, just spending time with my family. And yeah, so now that's pretty much 2014, I think, in a very small nutshell. But yeah, so I hope that your 2014 was good and that you learned a lot and you grew as a person. Tell me what you did. And tell me like what the very best part of 2014 was. And if you've enjoyed this video and you like my thoughts on life, or you just like listening to me ramble and rant and rave, feel free to subscribe. I look forward to getting to know you, and I hope that you're looking forward to get to know me. And I hope that you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, evening, and just you're enjoying your time doing what